of them geezers. What one are you then? Are you the one with the key rings about?
Just rung me and told me I'm the site manager. My name's Katie.
Oh.
Security sensitive site.
Yeah.
I need to find out who you are.
Let me just find out.
I would need to call the police.
Really?
Yeah, it's our protocol.
Can't you? Hello everybody. We're in Chigwell, Essex, at the Chigwell water treatment plant. Warning. Laser bird deterrent.
Hello?
Hello mate, I'm just doing some photography out here.
Alright.
I've got a drone and I've got a camera, so I saw your sign up. You've got laser bird deterrent system.
Yeah, mate, you can't really do that here.
I just want to have a look. I can't get in. There's a fence here, a big fence.
Yeah, because you're not allowed on site. Or...
All it is, from here I can't see a lot of what you're doing, so I thought if I fly up, I could probably see a bit better. That's all it is, mate.
Well, yeah, it's not meant to be on site. That's why you can't see in.
Well, what I'll do, I'll have a look around. If I can't find any way of seeing from here, I'm going to have to launch the drone, but I'm a bit worried about your...
One of them geezers. What one are you then?
Sorry?
Well, who's that? What's your name, mate? Sorry, you're not off the YouTube, yeah?
I'm just doing some photography, buddy.
Yeah, no, I've seen you on YouTube, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the matter.
Yeah, that's are you gonna? Have you the one with the key rings about?
I don't know who you're talking about, my friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'll be out here.
Yeah, do what you want, mate. Yeah, as you know the air, like obviously with the aviation rules and it's 250, is it?
I'm a bit worried about your laser bird system.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
How's it working?
What, the laser?
Yeah.
Mate, it'll shoot that drone down without a shadow.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
That's what it's for. Yeah, it's like obviously it's not that because this is but yeah, you know the law. So.
I know the law, but I'm not sure about your laser.
Yeah, you can't fly anything over site, mate, or take any pictures, and you're gonna have to step away from the gate now, please.
All right, mate. I'm just talking to you, aren't I?
Yeah, you can't just be turning up to the gate and buzzing the intercom, mate.
Well, that's what I just did, mate. I'm inquiring, aren't I?
They want a reaction.
What a weird response. What a weird response, man.
Home point update.
Oh, could be double trouble already. Not sure if they're coming out for me or they're just coming out in general, but got two planes, both at different altitudes, but both taking the same turn. Well, let's have a look. Big old place, isn't it? Hello.
I believe you just spoke to my colleagues in the control room.
Oh, the ones that were shouting abuse, yeah.
Sorry, shouting abuse?
Well, kind of, yeah.
What's They've just rung me and told me I'm the site manager. My name's Katie.
Oh, hi,
Nice to meet
Katie,
you.
yeah.
So this is a security sensitive site.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So I need to find out who you are.
Let me just find out where the drone is. Not find out, sorry. Let me make sure it's safe.
And what you're doing, because our security team have
there we go.
it's a no
Go on.
fly zone and everything, so I'll let you do that.
So I'll tell you what, I've only just launched it. I'm going to land it rather than we talk and it's hovering. And then I'll take it back up when we finish, yeah? Yeah, the guys on the speakerphone were not very professional, really.
Landing.
What's that?
I know, just
Little baby drone?
yeah.
Yeah, it's only a baby.
Yeah, so
Go on.
just to say, so I'm the site manager, as I said, and
Yep.
basically this is it's deemed security sensitive because of what we do here.
Water.
Yes, so drinking water.
Yep.
So anyone that sort of flies over there, we've been advised that we need to obviously challenge them. So
Okay.
what is it you're doing?
Be
What's
nosy.
your name? Sorry.
Dan, be
Dan.
nosy.
Hello, Dan. Be nosy.
Sorry, that's something I
Oh,
can
sorry.
turn away a
Move
little bit.
away. Is it mine now? yeah,
sorry.
just so I can get an idea.
Just want to be nosy,
Oh, okay.
see what you're doing with the
do
drone.
you do like YouTube or something, or is it just for you?
No, I do put it out there, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would ask, obviously kindly, that you didn't. If there are, because we would have to go through our sort of, not PR, press, for anybody that wants to film on our site to take photographs, we need to go through our press department.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'd like to come on, but if I can't come on, I'll just fly instead. I mean,
Yeah, no, I know, and unfortunately, because we have to be sort of all sorts of checks carried out before we can even work on the site, so it's not ideal. So, and obviously we're told we're to kindly ask people not to do it. And if,
all right.
I mean, in terms of
What's the
what we
laser
wanted to find
system
out,
you've got?
It's for bird deterrent.
But where is it?
So it's basically after hours in the dark, it shines lasers round.
Oh, after hours.
Yeah, around the site, so that it deters birds from settling on the water, because it's drinking water. Obviously, there's things that we don't want in our water.
Yeah. All right.
Interrupting the process.
So it's for night time. I read it wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's for night time. So hours of darkness and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I can always give you the details of the press team if you did, and maybe we could organise something, but it just needs to go through the right channels. That's
I
all.
just thought if I stand there out the way.
Yeah, it's
I'll take the drone in.
mainly as well with the pictures and stuff. Obviously, you could get live pictures from it, so
That's what I wanted to do, is take that over,
I mean,
video it.
I know it's not ideal right now because you're here, but if
I am
we
here.
could get proper permission, that wouldn't be a problem.
Just seems like
But
a
it
process.
does, I know, it is a process, but
I'm here now, so I
we
thought.
have to stick to it, unfortunately, because it is part of critical infrastructure. So, yeah, I mean, we're not opposed to it as a business or anything like that.
Can I have a tour? No?
We'd still need to get permission to then bring you on site, because there's other things like protective equipment and things like that we need to do. It's not that you can't do it, it's just that we need to arrange it.
Right.
I mean, it's up to you. If you wanted to leave your details, I can get some information. And get
Thing is,
back in
because
contact
I've ridden my bike quite far,
with you. Where'd you come from?
the golf course area.
Okay.
No,
Up the lane?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a bit hairy on that.
It is, yeah.
And also, I know the neighbour doesn't particularly like people, even us, outside his house. So,
Oh, right.
yeah, just.
Well, I mean, it's
I know.
a public driveway, I guess.
Yeah.
So if I just stand out here and I take the drone over for half an hour.
We wouldn't be able to do that, I'm afraid.
No, I'm saying
without
like
permission.
if I do it, I mean, I've already been in a little bit. Just now you saw me. If I carry on.
No, I looked up. You probably saw me.
Yeah.
Um,
Just started.
Yeah.
If I do that, you're not going to like do anything silly, are you? Or,
Well, our protocol is if somebody is doing that without the right permissions in place, is that we would need to escalate in terms of
Right.
the police and stuff. And I don't obviously want
the
to do
police
that.
seems
Yeah.
extreme.
Might seem it, but I think it's because it is classed as critical infrastructure. There's a
Yeah,
lot
but the
of
drone's not
policy
going
around
to
it.
like
No,
harm
I know,
anything.
I know it's not going to harm anything, but I think it's the making. I mean, you can see it on Google Maps and things like that. I'm sure
can.
that's probably where you
Yes.
found it anyway. But basically,
No different.
no, but we can't knowingly allow that. So
What about Google? Google did it right, and you probably allowed it. Well, no, you didn't. They just did it.
That's for the business to decide. Obviously, as the site manager, I have to try and enforce our policies, and I get where you're coming from. And
I don't like policies, mate.
I
They
know.
normally go against what I want to do.
Oh, bless you. Well, yeah. Well, sometimes they do me as well, to be fair. But I mean, we'd quite happily, if we can get the permissions arranged at some point, we would quite happily.
Can you understand, like, because I'm here now, and I've travelled up from where I've travelled up from.
I know, but I can't do that. I don't. It's not something we'd be able to organise.
No, but can you understand? Because I've started. You saw the drone go in and come out.
Yeah.
If
But
you
I
just,
can't allow that to happen. That's the issue.
but if I do it,
I would need to call the police.
really,
Yeah, it's our protocol.
can't you just turn around, walk back in,
Unfortunately, not.
and
'Cause
just?
then I wouldn't be doing my job.
Yeah, but I could just tell you, like, I might not fly, and then you could go, okay, walk in.
But then, if we see it, we would need to report
If
it
you see
to the
it,
police.
It's a baby. You won't see that, I don't think.
You might hear it.
If I take it up really
I
high.
get where you're coming from, and I know if you don't ask, you don't get, and all of that. But I personally can't allow that because I'm paid to do this job, and
Yeah.
you know.
I can't stop you calling the police, but I think it would be. There's no point. What are they going to do? I mean, they can't do anything, can they?
Probably not.
They can't bring the
But
drone out.
I would ask kindly that you don't,
Hmm.
because we would then need to sort of follow those protocols. But I'd be happy to try and set something up for future.
I do appreciate you being like
Where I'm at
nice
with-
about it, but
No, I'm sorry. I can't. But obviously,
because I'm here,
I know.
I've got another place to go to in about half hour.
Oh, where you go next? Anywhere interesting or different?
I can't remember where that is. I can't remember, to be fair.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just,
It's not that far away from here.
interested just to see what sort of things do you normally film. Is it all kind of?
Just flew over the golf course.
Oh, did you?
Don't do golf courses usually, but that was just there.
Because I used to work in aviation before I worked in water, and
Right.
one of the pilots actually had his own drone company. So,
What did you do in aviation?
I was manager there, like essentially a base site manager, so managing the
Cool.
aircraft, airports and stuff. But he'd done it professionally as well in his spare time, so it was quite interesting. I did find it interesting. He did a lot of stuff over in South Endway where he lived, and it was all over I think he did a promo for the football ground, so we had to
Oh, right.
try and get some shots of the ground.
There's a no-fly zone in Southend, isn't there? So maybe you have to navigate that.
Down near Shoebury. I know it well.
Well, the airport, Southend Airport, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
basically they have to fly around Shoebury.
Right.
So yeah, I know a little bit, but not.
Yeah, yeah,
loads. Yeah, it's all quite interesting, and I really appreciate that, and that you just want to.
So you know the airspace is free?
However,
We are close to an airport zone here. You know that?
we're close to quite a few.
Oh, there's one that's got the landing
Heathrow, yeah.
line.
You've
No,
got-
no,
well,
right
you've
here.
got Heathrow Stack here. You've got City. We've also got Stansted and Luton going that way.
No, there's an airport like right.
Oh, Stapleford, you mean?
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's a no-fly zone. Very close.
Yes. It is.
Very, very close,
I'm sure
actually.
you probably know the little ones better than I do, but
No, I just checked it. It's like it's right wherever it
that
is.
way. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I do drive past.
So
it.
the landing
Yeah,
line
like that.
sticks out further, and it's really close to here.
But yeah, I mean, I would obviously not be doing my job if I didn't tell you
Yeah, sure.
what our position is.
So I'm not sure how you pick up what I'm going to do. I'm quite intent on just launching it.
I can see that.
Right. So if I do that and you need to call the police, then I mean you've got to do that for your job. But I'd personally advise don't bother.
And I would,
'Cause I know you've got to, but
yeah, and I would come back with obviously all that's going to do is inconvenience everybody.
why?
Well,
Or the police or me?
well, no, you and me.
No,
Do you see what I mean?
the drone ain't going to be interfering with people.
No, I know that, but obviously then this is going to, and I'm not making this about me, but I just want to tell you how it kind of works our end. We would have to escalate to the police. We then need to write safety incident reports and all of those things. So that's
But you know these
causing
are-
me 4 or 5 hours of work that I know. Again, it's not just about me. I get that, but I'm just telling you my point of view.
Yeah, but that sounds ridiculous because airplanes are flying over all the time. Look, there's
They
a
are, but
British Airways.
They're all tracked. They're all tracked, and they're in. They're obviously tracked via their. What's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but we know where they are. We can't track this on any radar.
Yeah, that pilot might decide he needs to do an emergency landing over there, and it might go really low over your water. He ain't going to ask permission, is he? He's going to just go.
Absolutely.
So-
but the risk, we don't know about that. That's unplanned.
You don't know about this. I've turned
do
up
now.
and I'm now doing it. No, but you don't know about it. You just, I'm saying to you, I'm going to crack on.
That you rung and asked and like, you know.
Yeah, they told me to back off from the intercom. I said, well, I've got to tell you.
Yeah. I appreciate that you asked, and but it is going to cause all sorts of issues.
Well, I don't want it to, but if I don't do it, I lose out on a bit of money, time.
What sort of money are you getting for it? Like, just out of interest, I'm not.
It varies. I mean,
Is it just? Yeah, right, okay.
it varies, but if I don't do it, I won't get paid, and then I've wasted my time.
Who pays you to do it though? Is it?
No, like not one person, not like a company pays
Oh,
me.
what? Like paid for your content?
I could put it on the internet site, and I could
And
get
get
paid.
paid for your
Could do,
content.
yeah. Well, you're not going to offer me cash, are you?
No, they don't give me enough of that. Sorry. No, I'm just curious, like just to find out. I get that.
So I've got to do it. I don't want to inconvenience you, but if your policy says you've got to do that, then I'm sorry. You know, because
But I would sort of question that with
yeah.
who's paying you to come and get pictures for this site, because if it's a security risk.
No, it's not a
that's where
security
we're
risk, is it?
coming from. It is a security risk in terms of critical infrastructure.
I've just told you
And
no
I
one's paying me.
need to- Well, so who's going to pay for the content then when it goes online?
Depends who watches it.
Right, so it's like is it subscriber led or?
It's nobody that's commissioned me
Right.
to come
So
here.
that's where I was going with it.
I've
Has
chosen
somebody
to come here.
commissioned- Right, okay. Well,
So if I crack on, I'll be half an hour flying. You won't know it's happened.
I get
well,
where
you
you're
will.
coming from, but I
And,
won't do my job if I don't do what I need
fair
to
enough.
do. And
So what happens from here? If I say I'm going to launch it over there, are you going to stay here with me? Are you going to go in and call the police? What are you going to do?
I would need to go and call. But
All right.
the one thing, and I know this isn't what you want, but these parts behind the fence, you're
Yeah.
welcome to film. In there,
That's what.
no,
I've
unless
got.
you've got permission.
When I went up, I saw it's massive water.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
yeah, it is. It's very interesting, and I would love to be able to do it properly. But
So that water, if the drone was to fail and land in that water, that'd be a big problem.
yes, no. So basically, there's a lot of mechanics involved in the water. So we've got valves and things like that. Which
So it wouldn't matter if a
part of
bird
the
died in there
process.
or the drone landed in there massively.
It would at some point, because if we can't locate it or can't get it out,
But it wouldn't
it could be
immediately-
trapped inside some of our valves, which could obviously it's a lot of money to try and repair and stuff like
Okay. I just mean it wouldn't contaminate water there and then. No, because I
that.
can.
We would need to if it went into any of our water supply bed areas of water, if you like.
Yeah.
Potentially, yes, we would need to take that out of service, which could
All
then.
No, I was just thinking I can stay.
Which is why we would prefer it supervised, so we can tell you where and how.
Yeah, so I can avoid being vertically over the water. So if it fails and goes straight down,
Yeah.
it'll land on land.
I would personally, I know you're probably going to say you're going to do it anyway, but I would personally ask you not to,
Yeah.
and to come back.
You've been very
at a time
nice,
when
but-
it's organised properly, because then we're not putting anything at risk.
It'll be
or
okay.
Wasting anyone's time.
Yeah. It's wasting my time if I don't do it. You're paid right now because you're at least
I won't-
being paid,
well-
but I don't. You know, I won't get paid, which is it sounds selfish, but
Well, it is a bit, because it's going to cause untold amounts of work and stuff that we don't need. We're all human, aren't we? So
yeah.
I get it, but
I think it's silly that they implement so many processes for just a drone flying over
that's out of
the free airspace.
of my
You know,
sort of
because it is free
control.
airspace, isn't it? It's public airspace, unless I'm literally here, then it's a bit different.
Sorry, that's my.
I mean, if I
I'd like to be able to resolve it
You-
sort of amicably. I don't,
your way of resolving it in a way is me not doing it,
and coming back
No.
at a time when
Yeah. and my way of doing it is
So why have you got to film here now?
because
I don't get why here.
well,
It's now-
it's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting, but you can come back another day when we can organise it properly.
But let's say I've travelled 2 hours, let's say,
didn't.
to be in the area, and I've visited, say, 4 places in the day, and this one I don't get my video. So I've not only
Find something else to video. There's other.
but how do I find that? I've obviously
You found this.
yeah, but that took my research. So I spent a day researching where to go. Let's say I've travelled 2 hours. I've gone to my locations for the day in the area. this is next on the list. If I don't do it, I'm not only not going to get paid for the video, but I'm also wasting my hour of Boomer
But then
Spinner
you
an hour
should
now.
have checked first, really, because
I
this,
did.
With what?
The CAA, there's no no-fly zone, although
No,
be it close.
there's not a no-fly zone.
So I checked
right,
that. That's all I needed to
but-
check really for the baby.
But you also need our permission to be on or over our land.
On, I would agree with, yeah. Over, I would disagree with, but
I know there's lots of different rules. I live near an airport myself,
do
so
you?
I know
Yeah.
like there are certain rules for drones and stuff and no-fly zones. But
Any aircraft can fly over your site anytime it wants to without telling you. Drone or British Airways 747, I mean, that'll probably be a bit higher, but
yeah, I think that's the difference, and you know, there is some concerns over it. But I mean, like I said, I can't physically stop you.
no.
I would ask you nicely not to, and then we can arrange a proper time to come back and do it.
Okay. So
But I presume you're going to do it anyway. So,
it's not against you. I've got to do the same process with
Yeah.
where I go. It's
but
one of them really, but
I would advise just checking with a company, because at the end of the day, it is a business and part of.
most places will disagree, and then I'll get met with, you know, can't do it. I just do it usually, and they're like okay, or they're not okay. Sometimes they're okay with it.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on the type of site you're looking at and what you're doing as well.
Yes, I suppose.
But
Went to the Bank of England, they didn't care. So they literally didn't even come over to me.
everybody's got different. Was that over at Debden?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got different takes on it, I suppose, as companies and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. All right, I'll start.
I will.
You escalate it if you
Yeah,
need to.
And
I'll be here.
if I can ask that you don't fly over any.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's possible,
Yeah, sure.
because then that will save a lot of.
Yeah.
If something, the worst did happen.
If the worst happens and it falls,
We're reducing some risk.
it'll be on land.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. Look, I appreciate you talking to me.
That's all right.
But as I said it again, it's not against you either. It's just
Yeah,
we're
sure.
trying to both do our jobs, I guess, aren't we?
You do what you've got to do, and I'll do what I've got to do, and then
All right, well,
hopefully there's no.
listen, Nice to meet you. If ever you change your mind
You
and
too.
want to do it properly, then feel free
Sure.
to get
Yeah,
in
yeah,
touch.
yeah.
All right.
Just a question: are you 100% going to ring the police at some
I
point?
will have to. Yeah.
You have to. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, wouldn't be
All
doing
right.
the job otherwise.
No worries.
All right.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right then. Let's get the drone up for the second time.
Updated. Takeoff. Home point updated.
And we'll keep to our word. We won't fly over any water directly, because at the same time, if the drone fails over water, it's never going to be good for me either. There are times I fly over water, but here
Max altitude reached.
there's no real need to fly directly over the water, and it's always in the back of your mind when you're flying over water of losing your drone, you know, always. So there's no need to do it unnecessarily. And here there's not any need to. Wow, I didn't see that. That is a big patch of water. Reservoir by the look of it. Even this place looks beautiful in the sunlight, doesn't it? I wonder what they use those for. She's worked in aviation before, this lady. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. Another big reservoir of water. What's going on there? Interesting, isn't it? And she is still there in the car waiting. Yeah, I've not seen a water treatment plant quite like this one. It's quite interesting to look at from above. I mean, I don't really know what the different places are, but what is that empty or is it just? What's all the sand for? Is that the stuff they put in the water? Can't be. Be good to ask her now. Yeah, it's quite a big place. I mean, that's a lot of water, isn't it?
Max altitude reached.
And that van is on its way out. Yeah, they ain't gonna bother us. They're just leaving for whatever reason, I think. Can we see the laser system? Is that it even there? No, it's on the water, look. I think that'll be it there. Yeah. Oh dear, it's causing a bit of commotion, unfortunately. What kind of van is that? CCTV unit. Interesting, isn't it? We've got some tankers. Let's have a look over here then. Yeah, it looks pretty messy. Whatever they're doing there. I'd like to go to the other side of the water, so what we'll do, we'll go along one of the channels, along one of the walkways, look. I mean, there's no guarantee if the drone fails that it's going to go straight down, but if we stay over the water, over the concrete, sorry, we're being as safe as we can. He didn't look too happy. Problem, my friend? Guy proper death stared me in the car. Just drove out. What? Proper staring at me, man, that guy. Stopped his car on the main road and had a good look. Maybe recognises me, not in a good way. Maybe thought I was DJ Audits, I don't know. What do they use that for? Oh, the lady's gone back in her car anyway. Look at all those tyre tracks in there. Right, where did she go? She must have gone... Oh, she's all the way over there. Got some air there, look. Some compressed air.
Altitude
Building
reached.
there, look. In the middle. Again, I don't know what they use that for. The birds are landing on the water now, so I don't see the difference at night. And that water is disgusting colour. Well guys, we're finished here at the Chigwell water treatment facility. And to be honest, I don't know what the fuss was about. I get it, they've got their processes and policies and rules and risk management, blah 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 blah. But really, there wasn't a lot to see, was there? And now they're going to call the police, and the police are going to have to come out and attend, and it's going to waste of people's time. So guys, if you enjoyed the video here in Chigwell, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.